Everyone loves a good sandwich, right? Well, I found my new favorite, a tempeh beet Reuben. There's nothing like a sandwich that's cheesy and saucy and requires multiple napkins. So let's get started. I'll see you in the kitchen. We're going to take a full block of tempeh, which is going to be sliced really thinly, and one beet, which I also sliced really thinly. A mandolin would be good, but a sharp knife works too. A little bit of lemon juice, some pepper, and this is a bit Reuben, so we have our sauerkraut, which I've drained the water off. And for the marinade, we're going to take some vegetable broth, which I have better than bouillon and water, some tamari, and olive oil. All together is BAM! Look at her. She is absolutely delicious. Let's get started. For the marinade, we're going to add a half a cup of our vegetable broth, and to that we're going to also add 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Any kind of oil really would work. And we're also going to add some tamari. If you don't have tamari, you can use soy sauce. I only needed 2 tablespoons. We added a quarter cup of our lemon juice and some cracked black pepper, or any kind of black pepper that you have. You want to mix this up really well because this is going to marinate your tempeh as well as your beets. Once you have it mixed up, you're going to take that sliced tempeh block and put it in the bottom there so that all the marinade touches everything. And then you're also going to do the same for your beets. As I said, a mandolin would work really well, but I just sliced it up thinly. I think next time I will put this in a flatter container so that I know all of the liquid touches everything. After about an hour in that liquid, you're going to take it out and drain it on a paper towel so that we can fry these up. We're using a cast iron pan today, which is pretty hot, so just put your olive oil on and get started really quickly. We're going to brown the tempeh. The tempeh is going to need to cook for about 3 or 4 minutes on both sides, and it does cook pretty quickly. And then your beets also are going to be cooked. Now these are raw beets, so it's going to take a good 10 minutes for the beets to cook all the way through, but it really does depend on how crispy you want your beets. So I would just use your spatula or your knife or whatever you have and just check for tenderness every couple of minutes. What you may want to do to make it a little faster is to cook the beets in advance or boil them in advance in the marinade so that they get nice and soft. I left mine a little crispy and I kind of liked it. It added a layer of texture along with flavor because it was in the marinade. Again, your tempeh is going to cook much quicker, so just be careful and watch those. Flip them over, and when they're all done, begin to take them out of your pan and drain it. Not very much oil is in there, so you don't have a lot of oil in this recipe. All right, let's start assembling this sandwich. Butter side down for layer 1. Layer 2 is going to be your slice of your favorite dairy-free cheese, and layer 3 is going to be your sauerkraut. As I said, I drained a lot of liquid off of this, so it's just the sauerkraut itself. Layer 4 is my special sauce. It is so good, but any kind of Russian or Thousand Island dressing that's dairy-free would work for you. The very next layer is going to be our beets and our tempeh, and put on as much as you want. Make the sandwich as big and thick and delicious as you'd like. I was cooking for a couple people, so I had to be stingy on one of them. But after you're done with that layer, top it off with another layer of the beautiful sauce that we made, and then another butter side out of bread. This is cast iron, so you're going to want to flip this pretty quickly. If it does not melt that cheese in the time that it took you to layer up that sandwich, it's okay. Pop it in the microwave when it's all done for a few seconds and it'll melt. Don't you worry none about that little browning on the top because it added so much flavor and so much texture. It was absolutely perfect. Once your sandwich is all done, you're going to want to check both sides and then pop her out onto the plate in this beautiful work of art. It's cheesy, it's gooey, it's saucy, it's crispy, it's crunchy. You hit all of the flavor notes, you hit all kinds of textures, which makes for the best sandwich. This is now my new favorite. I pull it out of my new cookbook that I got for Christmas, and I'll put that description below. But it had everything, but I never thought to put beets on here, but it was absolutely delicious. You can see the beets, you can see the cheese, you can see the sauce, you can see the tempeh, and so I just hope you guys love this sandwich, which is customizable. If you don't like a particular thing, just take it out. You are gonna love it. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.